Right, hello, I am Johnny Bryan and I have been using mounjaro now for 4 weeks. Reason for it, getting rid of this. Starting weight, I was 25 stone, which obviously is just far too big. I've got 2 young daughters that I need to be healthy for, and I got sick of being very fat. So yeah, just thought I'd share my thoughts on being on it for a month, how I've gotten on. Yes, if anybody's worried at all about starting mounjaro, obviously first talk to your consultant, GP and all that stuff. Don't just go and buy it off any random website, because it is expensive. Obviously, I think averaging 130, 150 a month. But I'll tell you the truth, we've saved it on takeaways. We and my partner, mainly due to me being too lazy, we would often get, a Chinese, a pizza, at least once or twice a week. Eating crap food, which is no good for anybody. So, and we have saved a lot of money being on this mounjaro. So, let's start with the negative, shall we? I haven't really had any massive notable ones anyway. The first couple of days I felt a little bit sick, but literally just a bit of bellyache, nothing. I never actually was vomiting. No real side effects. Going to the toilet's a bit different because you're not eating as much, you don't go as often, so that's all been fine. Other than that, I've been great. It's been really good. I don't know about anybody else, but when I've gone on diets before, I was constantly thinking about food. You try not to think about chocolates, crisp, cake. Whereas this is one though. Normally, every time I go to the garage and at home, I'll probably be on average at least 2 packets of crisp a day. I've had one in a month, and I didn't even really enjoy it. I've had 1 packet of crisp in a month. Only ate it because I thought I'd try some crisps and see how I got on. Didn't enjoy them. I do not want crisps at all. And this is somebody, like I say, that probably on average in a week at least 7 to 10 packets of crisps a week, and then at the night I'd have at least a can of Pringles, at least 1 or 2 of them a week. Makes you wonder really how I got a 25 stone to begin with, but anyway. So yeah, that is the biggest thing for me. Is certainly the first 3 weeks. What they call the food noise, was almost not even an issue. You just don't think about food. I remember after the first week, I took my little one to McDonald's. After she has swimming lessons, she goes to McDonald's. It's kind of a thing. Normally, a standard order for me from McDonald's would be 20 nuggets, chips. I'd wolf that down and then be eating something else again in an hour at home. And I got myself a 9 nugget meal, and I could not finish it. Which for me was very strange, I've got to be honest, to look at a big plate of Mackies and not want to finish it. Very strange at the start. I have noticed this past week going up to the 5-point dose, 5 ml dose is the way we call it. Some of the food noise is coming back, but I think that might just be because I need to up my dose. We'll see how I get on with that. But results, like I say, I was 25 stone when I started. I weighed myself last night, or this morning, sorry, and I was 23 stone 10. So that's around 17 pound in a month. And when I say it's the easiest diet you'll ever do, it is. It's not just a tool. It makes everything so much easier. Yeah, you'll get people saying, "Oh, just go on a diet and exercise." Yeah, great. If you can do that, that's probably the best way to do it. It doesn't suit everybody. I think when you get to a certain size, it becomes very hard. I mean, I've got bad knees. I can't go running and stuff like that, but it's very hard for me to diet and exercise, this has been a massive help. I've mostly been eating an apple, of a day, some chicken bites, like the chicken skewer sticks. I've been eating them, and then a meal at night would be, I had a steak a couple of times, and literally a small handful of potatoes that we cook in the air fryer, stuff like that. Just a lot smaller meals. But in that month, I will be honest, I've had a Chinese, I think twice. Even that, I had it because I fancied the Chinese. I didn't even eat half of what I would do normally, which is very strange, because, and then it's kind of vicious, not a vicious circle, but because you can't eat as much food as you normally would, you kind of don't want to order a load of Chinese and Indian and that sort of stuff, because it just gets thrown away, waste of money. So we've been better off cooking our own meals. I went to a butcher and bought a big family pack of meat, you know, sausages, steaks, chicken, pork steaks, gammon, stuff like that. And we still got, this is in a month, and we've still got a bit left because I'm just not eating as much. So it saves you money. That, I think, that sort of way. I've gone around in circles here, I know, but that's me. Might update you in a couple of weeks, see how I get on. But yeah, hopefully, if you're thinking about it, I cannot recommend it enough. Can't recommend it enough. If you can afford it, if you get an NHS. But trust me, if you don't think you'll be able to afford it, like 140 quid a month, with a couple of sacrifices, you can. If you're the size of me, you're spending a lot of money on food anyway. Be honest with yourself. You're spending a lot of money on crap food. This will help you lose the weight. So, that's all for now. See you again.